Adduction Abduction. Put your feet on the wall with your knees directly above your hip joints. Maintain 90-degree angles. You can use your fist to measure the starting position between the knees and the feet. Drop the knees apart from each other and then draw them back together to touch. Your feet will roll to the outside edges. Keep contact with the wall so the heel stays touching. Your feet will have a tendency to evert or look duck-footed, so every few reps, make sure your feet remain parallel. Keep your feet and toes relaxed and move from your hips. Complete 3 sets of 10 in this position. Assisted hip lift. Lying on the floor, place your feet on a wall or a door. Keep your knees over your hips. Maintain 90-degree angles. Use your fist to measure the distance between the knees and the feet. Cross one ankle to your knee and draw the open knee away from you. Use the wall as an assist to help you remain stable in your torso, hips, and pelvis. Don't hike your hip up towards your ribs. Keep your pelvis balanced and move only from the hip when drawing the knee away. Hold this position for 1 minute, making sure to reset the feet on the wall before completing the other side. Hip crossover stretch. Lying on a hard, flat surface with knees bent, bring your big toes and knees together. Space your feet apart evenly by walking out heels, toes, or use your fist to measure. Take your arms out to a T, palms face down. Cross one ankle to your knee, keeping the triangular space between the legs. Let the legs fall to one side by rotating through your lower back. The sole of the foot and the outside of the leg should meet the floor simultaneously. Turn your head in the opposite direction of your twist. Spread across your wings to get an activation in the shoulders. Reset the legs before switching to the other side. Don't let the top knee fall in towards you. Activate through your hip to keep the knee pointing to the sky. Don't lift the shoulders or push through the hands. If the legs won't hit the floor, put a pillow beneath them to support them. Don't let the bottom foot move towards your midline. Keep the foot in line with your hip. Again, if your legs won't come to the floor, use a pillow to support them. Hold this pose for 1 minute on each side. Pelvic tilts. Lie on a flat surface with your knees bent and your feet and ankles hip distance. You can use your fist to measure this. Leaving your arms relaxed at 45 degrees, palms up, initiate a rocking motion from the hips. Move the pelvis forward and backward while keeping your butt and tailbone on the floor. When done correctly, tilting the pelvis forward will arch the lower back and draw your head towards your heels. In the opposite direction, the low back will press into the floor. Don't lift the hips from the floor. Be light on your feet. Let this motion come from the muscles of the hips, pelvis, and torso. One movement in each direction counts as 1 rep. Do 1 set of 10 reps. Standing arm circles. For this exercise, we will be using a modified golfer grip or hitchhiker grip. It's a flattened fist position made by touching the tips of your fingers to the top portion of your palm and extending the thumb. Standing with your feet straight ahead and a fist width apart, take your hands into the grip position. Drop your arms at your sides and retract your shoulder blades by drawing your shoulders back and down. Bring your arms to shoulder height with your palms down. Circle the arms up and in the direction of your thumbs repeatedly. Keep the circles about the diameter of a dinner plate. Relax your abdominals. Allow the oscillating motion to rock your torso back and forth. Then flip the hands palms up, thumbs behind you. Circle up and backwards in the direction of the thumbs. Again, circle in the diameter of a dinner plate and relax your abdominals. Keep the hands in horizontal line with your shoulders. Try not to let the fist deviate behind or in front of the shoulder. Don't flap the arm up or down. Keep this motion circular. Don't slide forward and back. Again, you want a circular motion to come from the shoulders. Don't let your elbows bend. It's important to keep them straight throughout the exercise. Remember, keep your abdominals relaxed. Circle 40 times forward and 40 times backwards. Standing windmill. Find a wall. With your feet spaced a fist distance apart, use your own fist to measure this. Bring your heels and body to the wall. Pretend that you have a broomstick across your arms for this entire move. Open the arms to the sides. Active hands, relaxed shoulders. Moving from the waist, tilt to one side and then the other, maintaining contact with the wall. Think about your thumb and pinky grazing the wall. It's okay if your head doesn't touch. Eventually it will. Never force. If your hands and shoulders won't touch, or if this becomes too challenging, you can bring them lower, and you can even put the hands on your hips while you do this move. Don't move from the shoulders. Keep that broomstick concept across the arms in mind. Don't slide the hips on the wall. Keep the hips stacked above the knees and ankles in a vertical straight line. Keep your butt glued to the wall. Don't lift your heels either. Keep them down. This move has 4 positions. You'll be completing 10 reps in each position. 10, 9, 8, 7, and so on. The next position is 1.5 to 2 feet wide. Keep your feet parallel and pointing straight ahead. 10, 9, keep your pace even and slow, pausing at the bottom. 8, 7. The next position is about 3 feet wide. Go as wide as you can while still maintaining control. Keep your feet parallel and pointing straight. 10, 9, 8, 7, and so on. The last position is right back where you started, at hip distance. Complete 4 sets, 10 reps each. That's a total of 40 reps for the entire sequence. Hooklying Gluteal Contractions. Lying on a flat surface with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, hip distance. You can use your fist to measure. Leave your arms relaxed at 45 degrees, palms up. Using just your butt muscles, contract both glutes simultaneously, then release. Squeeze, release. Do not use your stomach muscles. This can be challenging. If you're having trouble feeling your glutes, put your hands on your glutes to isolate the contraction from there. Remember, trying harder is only going to make you compensate. Do less to do more. We want to get the right muscles to do the work. Complete 3 sets of 20 reps. Prone ankle squeezes. Find a flat, stable surface and lie on your stomach. Place a yoga block, thick pillow, or pillow folded in half between your ankles and feet. Rest your forehead on your hands. Bending your knees deeply, draw your heels towards your butt and pull your toes towards your knees, dorsiflexing the ankle. Squeeze the entire instep of both feet and ankle into the pillow or block, then release. Squeeze and release. Do not let your toes point towards the sky. Keep pulling them towards the knee via the movement of the ankle. Don't let your heels fall away from your butt. Keep the knees bent deeply. You should feel this in your butt, but if you don't, you can separate the knees apart from each other as a band-aid to recruit the right muscles. Activate as evenly as you can from both the left and right sides. Perform 3 sets of 20 reps. Hook-lying knee pillow squeezes. Lying on a flat surface with your knees bent and feet on the floor hip distance apart, place a block, thick pillow, or a folded pillow between your knees. Leave your arms relaxed at 45 degrees, palms up. Apply even pressure to the pillow with your knees. Allow the motion to come from your hip. Don't let the block move from side to side. Keep the activation even. The harder you try, the more you'll compensate. Do less to do more. Complete 3 sets of 20 reps. Supine Groin Progressive. Lie face up on a flat surface. Rest one of your legs on a chair, ottoman, or block about 24 to 26 inches in height, depending on the length of your femur. Remember to try to keep 90-degree angles wherever possible. Leave this leg in place for the first half of this exercise. Use a belt, strap, or something similar attached to a doorknob or stable area. Your other leg will be hanging from this. Starting at the height of 24 inches, tighten the strap so your heel rests at this level with no effort on your part. Do not let the legs deviate to the sides. Make sure your ankles, knees, and hips are all in a straight line north to south. Every 5 minutes, you'll be lengthening the strap 4 inches, which lowers the heel progressively towards the floor. When you reach the floor, you'll no longer need the strap, but it's imperative that the foot remains straight and does not flop out to the side. Use a block, pillow, or heavy weight to trap the foot of the extended leg in a straight position for the final position in this exercise. This exercise does take a long time to complete, but the investment of even 1 time a week, or more if you have it, is hugely beneficial to impact the entire posture of your body. Complete 5 minutes in each progressively lowered height, or 30 minutes each leg, for a total of 1 hour in the entire exercise. Air bench. Using shoes or bare feet, put your back against a stable flat surface. Keep your feet and knees a fist distance apart. Walk your feet away from you and let your body slide downward until your thighs are parallel to the floor. It is important that your feet come out further than your knees or greater than a 90-degree angle in this move. You do not want your feet directly under your knees. Use your legs to push your lower back flat into the wall. Keep your stomach relaxed. You should feel this evenly in both of your thigh muscles. Make sure your knees don't fall in or out. Keep your feet straight ahead. Keep everything in line with your hips. If this is too challenging, you can decrease the time. And if your knees hurt, don't drop your hips so low. Hold this position for up to 2 minutes.